Okay, we're back out here. This time, more ultralight bait casting. Got the same rig that I used yesterday. This is that Shimano Scorpion BFS XG 17. But this time, I still got the Z-Man rig with me. But this time, I've got this little micro finesse DIY inline spinner that uses this little grub-like deal. And I'm hoping to see what that'll do working a pond that we call the pond, or in and out pond, in and out burger pond, because in and out burger is just over there. There's Cheddar's. We also got Raising Cane. So hey, if I get hungry, maybe I might be able to go get a bite or two. Anyhow, let's get situated here. I got my polarized glasses on so I can at least peek in the water here and maybe get a view of a strike before I hit. And this time I'm fishing, it's probably about 1/16 ounce, or just a little bit above 1/16 ounce for the lure. It's about 6 o'clock or so, and we are in the city of Allen here in Texas. It's a suburb of the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or in Metroplex. All right, let's see what we got. I'm just going to go and do a slow retrieve, see if I can get something to strike on this DIY inline spinner using a micro finesse grub. And I'm hoping I might be able to get a bass or two to strike. Oh, wait a minute. No, that ain't it. No takers there. Let's go back this way. And here, I notice there's a lot of greenery on the bottom that we're going to have to contend with. So I did bring the Z-Man Ned rig that I fished yesterday, but I don't think I'm going to use it here because there's a good chance it'll get really clobbered. And let me show you the rig I'm using. Okay, this is one that I made. Took the little grub, micro finesse. It's a Euro tackle, I believe is what it's called. And I got a little Panther Martin style blade and just a simple, I think it's like a size 6 bait hook on there. And I'm hoping that I might be able to get something here. Again, casting with the Ultralight Baitcaster. This is about a 1/16 ounce lure casted with this baitcaster. All right, and it's kind of hot right now. Had some cooler temps earlier, but looks like we're back into the heat again. And let's see what we got out and about. Okay, I'm gonna go walk up closer to the bank here. You can see that the pond is a little bit low. I know there's some bass here as well as bluegill. We just got to find them now. And just doing a little quick trip, short trip here at the pond behind In-N-Out Burger. Okay. And I got my polarized glasses on. Water's a little stained, but I can still see, I'd say about maybe a foot below the surface. And oh, there's the hit right in front of me. Oh, wow. Nice. Liking that. All right. First one on the DIY inline spinner. Cool beans. All right. Good to know. And oh, man, I can smell the food cooking over there by In-N-Out Burger. Oh, we got someone saying howdy. Okay. Hi, I subscribed. Actually, outstanding. How much does a bait wheel cost? I love fishing. Let's see. This one is the Shimano Scorpion BFS 17 or XG Scorpion 17. Is about, I think, just under. I think it's like 200 something bucks. But you can get a cheaper one. And in fact, the first one that I used was a Casking Zephyr BFS reel, both the reel clicker version and the non-reel clicker version. They're going for about 60 something bucks right now on Amazon. I like them, and they can handle 1/16 ounce no problem. I did put an extra high spool speed bearing on one of them to give me a little more oomph when casting some of these lighter lures. I think I can take it about to 1/12. Correction, 1/24 ounce. Other than that, I've been pretty happy with this one. This one I picked up because I had a bunch of gift cards one year, and I was like, hey, let's go and pick it up. And the lure that I'm using is that DIY inline spinner. I do have the Z-Man Ned rig. If you guys joined yesterday, I have that still, but you can see, like right here, it's really clobbered. That's what's on the bottom. So using that little Ned rig may not be ideal in this situation, because be bouncing bottom, and I'll probably spend more time trying to clear what's clobbering the lure than what I can at least slow reeling a inline spinner. All right, and this one weighs about 1/16 ounce, and I'm just gonna work it in here. All right, so we get another one. That last one struck fairly close to shore. Oh, wow, that was a big one. Came up right behind it. Let me see if I can get him to come back again. Wow, got my polarized glasses so I could see him come up right behind it and try taking it. Oh man, that was a nice one. Woo! All right, well, let's see if there's another one out here. And so far, they seem to be close to shore. I mean, within a rod length away is what it looks like. I got some junk on that one. I did make 2 of these, so if I do break off, I can at least rebait or put it back on. Here's a view of what I'm using. Okay, this is the DIY inline spinner, so I'm using a little worm sinker weight deal here. Little bead, Phantom Martin style blade, and then I got a little tool to make these little, loops and whatnot on the wire. And it's got a little simple bait hook, bait holder hook here. And then I got this Euro style grub, and it seems to work. Got one on the line, landed it, as well as had one chase it. And yeah, so let's see if we can get another one to come and hit. And the pond that I fished the other day tends to have smaller bass, although there are some bigger bass in that pond. That's the one I call Sonic Pond. And today I'm at the pond behind In-N-Out Burger. There's In-N-Out Burger right over there. And this one has some nice bass here, if you can get them to strike. And normally I'll fish this with Senkos, especially over here by some of these culverts. But right now, we're just working an inline spinner. And I'm going to kind of work the shoreline. See if I can get another one to strike. Come on, come on. Talk to me. Talk to me, Ghost Rider. Okay, I'm going to bring it in close to this culvert. There he is. Yeah, all right. Close to the culvert. A lot of times they're just lurking right over there. Nice. Okay. I seen him come up right behind it, and then he grabbed it. And hey, he's not the biggest, but he sure is fun to catch. All right. See what else we can do. See, Drew. Hello, Drew B. Yo, Sammy. Hi. All right, just out here having a little fun, doing a little fishing after the old day job. And yeah, it's a nice little pond to spend a little time in. And so far, the strikes seem to be close to shore. Everything that I've gotten so far has been further closer to the bank, with one that looked really nice. I saw him come up behind it, and he struck, but I pulled it away too soon. All right, and the gear, again, what I'm using is a 4.5 foot Berkeley lightning rod, picked up many years ago, and a Scorpion BFS XG Shimano reel, ultralight baitcasting, aka bait finesse style, bait finesse systems. You also call it BFS fishing, but basically it's casting ultralight lures using a bait caster. Got 6-pound test line. That seems to work well. I used some 2-pound test the other day. Got a video on that and had a lot of breakoffs with that 2-pound test. And that's the rig that I normally use when I'm going out for some, oh, there's a hit, some stalker trout. Right, which don't get very big here when it comes to those stalkers. It's more of a put and take fishery here in Texas in the winter months. Okay, let's see if we can get another one to strike up close. Nope. Okay. Let's cast it out there, and you can see I have no problem. Oh, there's a hit. As you can see, there's no problem casting this baby. And it's not a very big lure. And what I find is, especially if you're fishing hard pressured ponds, park ponds and whatnot, that everybody's using your standard size lure. Going with an ultralight, oftentimes will get you a lot more strikes because the bass in this case may not be used to seeing these smaller ultralight lures compared to some of the stuff that everyone else has been throwing. All right, so let's see what we can do here. So far 2 bass, one miss, 2 bass. All right, let's see. I think oh, there's a hit. All right, I felt the tap. This one feels more like a bluegill. Yeah. Oh, he got off. There's a bluegill. Little bluegill. All right, how's it going? Good, good. All right, and it's gaming with turtle. All right, gaming with turtle. Cool. And then I see Sammy. Sammy says hi. All right, hi, Sammy. All right, so let's see. That was a blue gale that was on. That one I could tell was a different than a bass, just the way it hit. I could feel the strike and did a lot more shaky shake compared to a bass. So, all right, let's just keep walking our way down. The pond that I fished the other day, long but narrow, and this one is it's a city park pond here. Oh, maybe an acre, and it's more of a triangular shape. There is a fountain in the middle that is turned off right now. They do turn it on throughout the day. Oh, there's a bass. I see a bass kind of lurking in the shallows right now. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I got my polarized glasses, so right behind this brush here, right over there is a bass just kind of moving about through the shallows. So let's see if we can get him to hit. Come on, buddy. He went. Shoot. May have spooked him. All right, well, let's keep going. And there's the lure. Okay. Homemade one. DIY inline spinner. Make it with some minimal components. And I've accumulated a lot of fishing gear over the years, and a lot of times I'll just go right through the gear and closet and just see what else to fish with or do with. In this case, I feel like I do a DIY inline spinner. I did bring that Z-Man Ned rig from yesterday's fishing trip, and I don't plan on using it here, mainly because that's one that you normally bounce on bottom, and there is a lot of greenery on the bottom here. So I suspect that I'll be spending a lot of time clearing it versus fishing. For this one, I can kind of reel just fast enough to keep it above the junk and still get some strikes. And here I'm standing off about 10 feet from the bank, not trying to get too close to it right now, because a lot of times I'll be getting some of these strikes really up close and personal near the bank, where they're just kind of lurking right there. All right. They just work a little bit further. Oh, seeing some of the. There's this pond by my house. It says they stock it. The only thing that I've ever caught was a turtle by accident. Oh man, bummer. I've caught turtles. In fact, I think one of the underwater video ones where I took out the goldfish cam shows a turtle taking my lure, or in this case bait. All right, come on. All right, let's go and walk the bank. It's very clobbered here, but I am looking at these different pockets. If I had my fly rod, I would be casting into those pockets right now. Just basically, well, right there's some movement. And in this case, I see a lot of these dragonflies, little red ones or bugs flying about. I've used, I think it's a crackleback is what it's called, lure, or correction, fishing fly, and have had some good success catching bass on that. Oh, there's the hit. He tapped it. Felt 2 taps, and then I thought I was ready to set the hook on him, but I didn't get him. Oh, there's one chasing it. I think that's a bluegill. That looked like a bluegill coming up behind it. All right, well, let's go try again. All right, casting further out at this point because mainly I can't fish the shoreline because of all this greenery. And it's the evening bite, so I'm hoping that maybe they're starting to come into the shallows chasing some things that they're hungry for. Come on, let's go. I do like how this little lure kind of undulates in the water. It's got these little like thin rib-like things, and it really shakes lifelike. See, what do you use to stream? Oh, for live streaming, I just got my Android phone and I got a lav mic on. It's a wired one that's connected, and I'm just streaming direct from my Samsung phone. It's on a harness. I forgot what it's called, V harness or something, that goes around my neck, and it stays stable enough that I can go fishing. And then I add a little lanyard to it to attach to the phone case, so that if something happens to the harness itself, it'll still catch. In fact, let me see. There's a little, you can't really see it, but there's a little string yarn deal that's connected to a D clip, and that is what's holding the phone in case I slip and it comes off for whatever reason. And I also use a GoPro, but it seems that just going straight on the Android phone using YouTube Live, hey, it works. I can just basically throw it on, connect, and start fishing, start a live stream on the fly like I'm doing right now. Okay, let's see what we got. Come on. All right, so over here there is a fish attractant that's out that way. It's basically some kind of almost like a crappie deal. It's got like PVC stuff sticking out from it, and I just know it's there because I've seen it there over the years, and by memory I know that it's there. And a lot of times when I'm fishing it, especially with a fly rod, I'll use a strike indicator and set a streamer fly about 3 to 4 foot below it and just cast there and let it sit. But right now we're just kind of working a inline spinner on this ultralight baitcasting setup, going for well, whatever strikes, and I'm hoping it's more bass. So if you just joined, so far I've gotten 2 bass, had 1 miss, also had a little bluegill that missed. It was on, but I ended up throwing the hook, or it threw the hook on me. Other than that, that's the lure. DIY, do-it-yourself inline spinner, Panther Martin blade, Micro Finesse Euro Tackle grub in white, and got a little worm sinker for the shaft portion of it to give it a little bit more weight. Right there. Right there. And then there's a little bead, help it spin. How many fish did you get? Oh, 2 bass, and lost 1 bluegill, and had a bass come up behind it, and unfortunately I didn't. I pulled the lure away too soon. Okay, and most of those have been pretty close to the bank. Oh, there's something moving over here to my left. Let's go take a walk over there. And like I was saying, when it's clobbered like this, take the fly rod out. Just use maybe a foam grasshopper, some kind of dry fly, and just pop in between that fly, in between these little open areas, and just let it sit. And you'd be surprised how many times you'll get a fishy or 2 to strike. Okay, let's see if I can get something to strike here. Just bringing it in slow. Definitely like that little worm movement. It's very, very lively. Almost like it's alive. Okay. Alright, nothing yet. Come on. All right, I'm gonna go around this area here. There's a lot of junk, so let's just get onto the other side here and see what is there. Okay. Okay. Looks like someone put a shopping cart in the water here. That wasn't there about a month ago when I was here, so that's a recent event. Oh, I see some activity over there just up the bank on the surface. It looks like some bass are maybe feeding on something. Good sign. And there's the hit right there. Came up right behind it again, up close. More like a couple of feet, if not. Oh, he's gonna flop off. There he is, right there. Yep, there he goes. All right. I don't know. I'd say I'd count that one. What do you say? Let's say we got 3. All right. And that one was another one that was up close. So far everything's been, I'd say 3-4 feet from the bank that I've caught. Doing some short casts here because there's a weed line right out here, about 10 feet. That's gonna clobber the lure, make it really hard to cast or to retrieve the line without getting it clobbered. But see, I found an open area here. Let's bring it in slow. Nope. Okay. Cast in front of us. Go further out. And I'm reeling just fast enough that I can see my lure, a few inches below the surface. And the main reason why I'm doing that right now is mainly to keep the lure out of the junk that's down below. Because you probably could see some of it right here. There's junk over here in front of me that's sticking up, that's growing. A lot of junk. I do see a lot of these little dragonfly or bugs flying about. Crackleback fishing fly would work really well. I think I did a demo here with the Martin fly rod that you can pick up for like 30-something bucks off Amazon. It's if you're not into fly fishing or you just want to try it without putting a lot of money into it, that was one that I was recommending because 1, if you do get into it, you can buy a better one. 2, if you don't, you only spend 30 bucks. And it comes with the line as well as the some flies. And what I demoed in that case was that you can basically fish it with basically the length of your rod for the line, and you can catch a bunch of fish that way. And that demo showed that basically the length of your rod plus the enough line, same length of that. So it's an 8-foot rod at 8 feet, 16, and then throw in the leader, which was I believe another 6 feet. Let's say, what is that? 16, 6, 22 feet. I was able to catch a fair amount of bass. And what's nice about that is if you're going to learn how to fly fish, always much more fun when you're at least catching something as you're learning. All right. Okay, come on. Oh, there's a bubble just in front of me. Looked like he went for a bug. Okay. Not sure how good the view is here with the sun in that direction, so let me see if I can get more of an angle. Let's see. There's a new bait I got from Academy. You can catch a ton of bass on it. Nice, nice. Where are you from? I'm from America. All right. I'm here right now in the state of Texas. All right. Come on, come on. Let's get a hit. Let's get a hit. Come on, come on. All right. I wonder what that bait is or lure that you're using to catch a ton of bass that you picked up from Academy. Always good to know. Maybe a good tip for folks. Oh, there's one. He spooked. That one looked like he was chasing one of those bugs. See if I can get a better view for you. All right. There we go. Let's see how that does. Okay. Gonna work it just above the surface again. Just keeping it right there. Bringing it in. Nope. All right. Let's go on. A lot of junk here. I am seeing some movement in front of me. Very promising. I'm thinking this is one of those cases where probably a fly rod and fishing flies would have been good, especially since there's a lot of, oh, there's something that just spun or just boiled. Yeah, especially since there's a lot of bugs in the air, and it looks like whatever is there is actively feeding on them. Okay, I am seeing a bunch of swirls as I walk through. There's another one over here, and I suspect there's some fish in the area. All right, let's see. Oh, there's another swirl. That one looked like it was going for a bug. All right, let's see if I can get him to hit. Just bring it in slow and keep it above the junk. Nope. Yeah. I wonder if they're bluegill. Could be bluegill. All right, let's just slow it down a little. There's another one over here. Come on, come on. All right, nothing. All right, let's go and cast out far and see what happens. We'll let it sink. Let's let it sink a little. All right, I'll just do a steady retrieve. Let's see what that does. Come on. Talk to Miss Smalls. Hey, yeah, right here. No, nope. All right, let's go over here. Yeah, and this ultralight bait casting is pretty fun. You will see me doing some other videos where I'm fly fishing as well as kayak fishing. Normal, traditional style fish. Oh, there's one behind it. Oh, he came up behind it. Ah, he came up behind it. Wow. Interested, and then I guess he stopped. Okay, well, let's see if we can get another one to do it. Come on, come on. There he is. Ah, he bumped it. Bumped it. All right, let me check if anyone's put anything in the chat. Okay, no, okay. All right, well, let's keep going then. All right, let me just adjust my view here. Okay. All right, and let's see. This is it right here. This is going to get one. Yeah. So that's one of the tenets of fishing is fish or cast as if you're going to catch a fish on that cast. And basically it forces you to fish the whole retrieve. So as you're bringing it in, bring it all the way in before you lift it out of the water. All right. Had it before many times where they're hitting. In fact, today that first fish came up really close behind it, about 2 foot from the shore as I was bringing it in, and he struck. All right, so finish the cast. All right. And I'm just going to stick with this steady retrieve, mainly because I can see how the action of the lure, that Euratackle Micro Finesse grub, I guess call it, really, really moves nicely. Yeah, there's something feeding on the surface. Something feeding on the surface. Looks like I should have brought the fly rod. Oh well, no fly rod this time. We're ultralight bait casting. Let me just kind of walk a little bit here to my left or to my right. Oh, there's some junk on that one. Cast behind me. See if there's anything that may be coming up behind or lurking behind here. Come on, come on. All right, so we've gotten more hits on the other side, but there seems to be more activity here on the surface for whatever is, or whatever they are feeding on. And I suspect it's these bugs, kind of reddish bug flying in the air. Not sure if it's really a dragonfly or some kind of insect, but they're definitely eating it. All right. All right, let me get on this little concrete deal and see if I can get a cast that's parallel to the bank. See if I get something that's lurking over here. Come on, let's go. There's another one moving or swirling. bring it all the way in. Come on. Nope. All right. Let's go back this way. Oh, there's some junk there. Let me get past that. Okay. Oh, there's the hit. He hit it. I missed it. Mojo is off. Come on. Let's get that mojo back. Come on, come on. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it here. All right. Okay, let's go on up over here. All right. Just kind of work our way over a little bit. Now I'm going to cast out and kind of start working the further out. Maybe I might get one to run in on me as if it was chasing a bait fish coming ashore. And you can see, well, I can see that there's a lot of stuff feeding on whatever is flying about. A lot of swirls. And I'm hoping that I might get one interested on this thing right here instead of something that's flying about. Actually, let's go out there. Something just boiled. Come on, come on. Over there again. Yeah, this is a definite fly fishing time. It's like they're feeding on something that's hatching. Come on, come on. All right. Dragonflies, this other deal that isn't as big as a dragonfly. But maybe they're just small. Yeah, they're small. We don't want those. We want the big guy. Okay. Actually, I'll take those also. Anything that bends the rod, I'm good with that. Bluegill, bass, anything. All right, and again, I'm Ultralight Baitcasting. All right, let me go check the window here. Nothing, okay. All right, let's go back around and work this shoreline again. Again, I'm over here at the pond behind In-N-Out Burger. So if the fishing doesn't pan out, you can always go grab yourself a little burger to go and have some French fries and a burger. Kind of chill here. I got a bench behind me where you can hang out and have a burger if the fish don't want to cooperate. Of course, there's also like a chicken place, Raising Cane, and there's Cheddar, but that's more like a sit-down restaurant. And then down this way is a Top Golf, and then off to the right is Cabela's. And yeah, if it doesn't pan out, you go to Cabela's and do some shopping maybe. But we're here right now and we want to catch fish. Okay, something just popped over here to my left. See if I can get them to come. Come on, buddy. Now they're feeding on the surface. That's a bluegill that just hit. I heard him pop. Oh man. Yeah, and I just put up the fly rod. I switched out with a center pin setup because I wanted to try some dough bait and some floats, fishing under a float. So my normal fly rod I keep in the little pickup is not there. I replaced it with a center pin outfit, which I use mainly for fishing bait. All right, come on. Let's see. Let's move up a little bit closer. Okay, let's go back this way. Okay, earlier I had a bluegill hit, and I had a bass chase it along this section. I'm not sure if he's still there or if maybe somebody else is there now. And then over the years, I've noticed consistently there's some nice bluegill that tend to be further out here in this one portion of the pond. So, oh, there's the hit. All right, you can feel the reel clicker. Oh, that's a bass. Okay, nice. And that Shimano has this reel clicker, reel clicker drag, so it makes this cool sound when it's pulling out on the drag. And there he is, DIY inline spinner with that Euro tackle bait deal. Oh wow, I may have to grab the old forceps. Bear with me. Let's go give it some line. All right. Yeah, the deal I'm wearing, it's like a little photography vest that has a lot of pockets, and I keep my gear in there for these quick trips. So like this was done impromptu as I was driving home from the day job. I was like, hey, why don't we go out and do a little fishing? I just wasn't sure where I wanted to fish in particular, and for some reason this one was calling me. Okay, and there it is. Here, let me show you the actual grub I'm using. I've got the package here. Bear with me. Let me put this up. All right, so yesterday I was using a Z-Man Ned rig, and I'm not using it today mainly because of the bottom being all clobbered. But today I'm using this DIY inline spinner that I made right there, and then this Urataco Micro Finesse grub-like thing is what I'm using to put on the hook, and yeah, it's working for bass, and also had a bluegill hit. So, all right, so I said that I've caught bluegill up in this area in the past, and I ended up catching a bass. Well, let's just cast out here again and do the same thing and see what happens. I'll just cast it out, reel it in slowly, and basically cast and repeat. And hopefully we'll get one to strike here again. Plus I like this spot because it's in the shade. I'm in the shade right now. All right, it's hot. So, okay, let's cast it out. Slow retrieve, just enough to keep that blade moving, keep the lure above the junk, and I'm gonna bring it all the way in, as I had one actually strike as close as right there, basically shorter than the length of my rod. Oh, we got some junk in the trunk. Let's clear that out. Okay, let's go back this way. Try it again. Slow retrieve. Waiting for that strike, feeling for a bite. Bring it all the way in. Let's see if he'll come in. Nope. All right, we'll take a couple of steps, pop it back out again. Casting more parallel to the bank, if not at an acute angle. Seeing if I can get something here in the shallower area versus deeper area. And here I'm going to cut the cast short, mainly because there's some greenery there that'll clobber the lure. We'll take it back out again. All right, this is a 1/16 ounce inline spinner, casting with an ultralight bait caster, 6-pound mono. Some folks use different line and whatnot. I just go with straight 6-pound mono Stren. Mono, nothing fancy. Basically, it was on sale, therefore I bought it, and I've had really good success with Stren as well as Trilene. So there's some fancier stuff you can go with, but I tend to go on the more economical side and spend my money more on other gear. So, all right, let's go up here and see. All right, let's go. Again, parallel to the bank. Bring it in. Working it right above. I got my polarized glasses so I can see it. All right, now let's go back out again. See if I can get one of these bluegill to pop. I'm gonna let it sink a little. Okay. Come on, Ghost Rider. Come hit it. No, not yet. Okay. All right, let's go take another step, cast it out. So the first pass in the pond, oh, there's a hit. First pass in the pond, I was fishing more shallow, closer to the bank. This next pass, I'm going a little bit further out, as well as still coming in just in case. And basically taking advantage of also being in the shade here right now. Come on, come on. It is cooler than the other day. It was in the 90s. Oh, there's one coming behind it. Yeah, I saw him come up behind it. Nice, nice. I saw the V-wake and then I saw his head. All right. And again, you saw how close it was. So finish the cast or finish the retrieve. He was right there in front of me. And he's a little dirty, but I definitely saw the fish come up behind it and take it. All right, so that's kind of one of the reasons why you kind of want to have some polarized glasses, because you get to get a little extra view of what may be lurking below. All right, so that was good. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, so a couple of steps, just kind of walking along the bank here, cast it out. That one tended to, he hit. I'm not sure if he was already in the shallow area or if he came up behind it from the deeper area, but I definitely saw him come up behind it. Started with the V-wake, then I saw his head, and then I saw that my line tightened up, and therefore I just kind of tightened up on the reel itself. I got a little backlash here. It's going for a little overrun. So what happens is on occasion when you're fishing, you'll get these little loops in here from casting short casts versus long casts. So every once in a while, oh, let me fix this. Every once in a while, you want to go ahead and kind of stop and do a long cast and reel it back in a couple of times, just to basically tighten up that your loops on your line, or correction, on your reel. So that's what I'll do right now. So I'm just going to cast it out, and I'm going to walk it back, make sure I got all those loops out. All right, and then I'm going to reel back in immediately, and then I'm going to do it again, and I'll be pretty good when I see that the loops are tight again. All right, so let's just go ahead and bring that one in again. Okay, what happens is your line will start loosening because you cast far and you reel it in, you cast close and then you reel it in. The line doesn't really get tightened on your spool, and next thing you know, you got a few loops in there, kind of loose loops of line, and so you want to stop on occasion. Just cast it out there, clear out the loops, cast it out again, tighten it up, and then you're back in business. All right, so let's see if we can get another one to hit. Right here. Slow retrieve, steady but slow enough to keep the Panther Martin blade moving. And bring it all the way in. I think the last one I caught over here was really close, right by that culvert, as I was getting ready to lift it back up. Okay. And then here, I'm going to try situating myself so when I stop the retrieve, I want it to fall right in front of that culvert. So I'm just going to let it free fall and let it sit right in front of that culvert. I've caught some nice bass this way using Senkos, just basically dropping it right in front of a culvert like that, concrete deal, and letting the fish come up out of that culvert and take it. All right, so here I'm just kind of slowly reeling it in. I can see it moving about. I can see the blade on the spinner working nicely. And all I need now is a fish to help me, or to finish out the retrieve here. Okay, so I'm going to go slow again. I got my glasses on, polarized glasses. I can see my lure, and I'm just watching for anything. Okay, nothing there. All right, and let's go take another step around this, and then we'll cast again. Back down this way, and then we'll cut back this way, and then we'll see what happens. So a little bit deep this time. I'm gonna let it sink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll slowly bring it back. Oh man, I smell those burgers at In-N-Out Burger. Whoa. Whoa. May need to get me a bite after this. Excuse me. All right. And also, I think I mentioned this yesterday on the live stream, where you're first starting out with a new, be it a bait caster or an ultralight bait caster, start out with less line than actually filling the spool full to full capacity. And if I'm really learning the new one, I'll just put like 50 turns of line on there, and that is all I'll have on the reel or on the spool. And what that does is it allows me to clear any backlashes quickly, as well as recover from a backlash. Additionally, worst case scenario, if I have to re-spool, I only have to lose 50 turns of line. But bottom line, it keeps you fishing more versus having to deal with rebaiting and resetting up your rig. Okay, let's see what we got here. Come on, go. One just moved over here to my left. He was chasing one of those flying things. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but right above the water, that way is a bug about yay big and just flying about. And as they near the surface, these fish, be it bluegill or bass, are coming in there popping at them. And so, yeah, that's probably what you want to try using here on when you got all these bugs moving about. All right, let's try something different. Let's cast it out. Instead of a steady retrieve, let's do one of these stop and goes. I'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reel. Oh, no. Let it sink. Reel. Let it sink. Reel. Let it sink. Fast retrieve. Let it sink. All right. I've done this with super dupers for trout at times when they don't want to strike one that's on the move. So basically, it's a stop and go retrieve. Cast it, let it sink, and then a few turns of the reel, and then let it sink, and then do it again. And sometimes that works. Don't know if it'll work this time, but hey, we're here. Might as well give it a try. Okay. And then what's also nice about these bait finesse style gear is you can cast some weightless Sinkos. No problem with this gear. Oh shoot, let me get it out of here. Got some junk in the trunk on that one. Overshot. Man, that smells good. It's either the In-N-Out burger I'm smelling or Raising Cane's. That's that place that offers like chicken nugget stuff and all that. And then there's Cheddar's. Oh, there's Chick-fil-A. And then past that, I believe, is El Pollo Loco. And then past that is like a Panda Express, I think, as well as a Whataburger. So, yeah, if the fishing doesn't pan out for you, you got a choice of fast food here, too. All right. Okay, let's see if we can get a fish to hit. Talking food here, but we want to fish. Come on, fishy. Talk to me. Let's go. There. Oh, this thing's moving really nicely. Kind of does a nice wiggle. All right. Okay, let's try over here. Still seeing some movement on the surface. Again, I think this is more fly fishing time versus ultralight bait casting. But hey, we've caught some fish already with it. He swiped it. I felt the tension, and then he swiped. Did not expect that. I was just thinking he was going to pick it up and run. Wow. All right. Let's try it again over here, maybe. I'm going to just slow retrieve. No, that's on some junk. Okay. Let's clear it a little bit. All right. I see some open water here. Let's pop it out where it's open and see what happens. I'm gonna let it sink. All right, that's a 1/16 ounce lure that I just cast good distance using this Shimano bait caster. Ultralight Baitcasting. Fun stuff. Oh, he picked it up. He ran. Oh yeah. That one picked it up. I could see the line moving. Not a biggie, but hey, Part of it, eh? Little ultralight bait casting makes the small ones even feel big. All right. All right. Fishy, fishy. All right, let's see if we can get another one to do that. Since it went deep, let's try it again. Cast it out deep, let it sink. And in this case, I saw the line pick up. So my line was taut, and I was bringing it in slowly, and then I saw the line kind of move off to the left as if something picked it up. And then I went ahead and let them take some line before I set the hook. Okay, so let's see if we'll do it again here. Come on, come on. Let's see. And we're going to finish retrieve. We're going to bring it all the way in case there's something lurking close by. That one's clobbered though. All right, let's do it again. Let it sink. Watching the line, letting it sink. Okay. I'm just going to bring it in slow. Yeah, get your heart pumping when they pick it up and they start moving the line on you. You know, and especially if you've been catching the smaller ones, and the next to know you got a big one on the line. That's always good. Okay, so I'm gonna let it sink, bring it in a little. I am seeing something moving off to my left, and what I notice, at least with this pond, there are certain times in the day where some of the bass will start schooling in 3 or 4s, and then they'll start patrolling. It seems like the bank or the shoreline, kind of swimming the perimeter of the pond, in like a group of 3 or school of 3 or 4. And usually I'm able to, if they're going by, I'll be able to have one break off and strike my lure. But in this case, not getting anything this time. Oh shoot! I just saw something move. Just saw it. No, that one felt like it picked it up, but I think it was junk. Yeah, it's probably junk. Got some junk in the trunk, that little hydrilla-like stuff. Okay, let's keep going. I got time. And hey, who knows? I might get a bite after this. Big selection. All right. I'm gonna let it sink, letting it drop. All right. Do that fast stop and go retrieve. Real fast, stop, real fast, stop, real fast, stop, real fast, stop. A couple of turns, and when I stop, I'm watching the line, because a lot of times you'll see that line when that fish picks up the lure. You'll see that line move, and that is a good indication to get ready for that strike. Other times you just hit it hard, and at that point it's rip-eye lips technique. Set that hook, pull back hard, reel in fast, rip-eye lips. All right. Wonder if you guys, any of y'all, are members of the Rip-eye Lips club. And basically, you basically reel, and as soon as you feel something strike, you just yank back, pull hard. That's fun, especially when like you're fishing the lake and you got a bunch of these white bass boiling around you. The rip-eye lips technique is pretty dang fun. Of course, the other thing I do when I am fishing the lake with a slab and jig rigs is, once you get one on the line, since I set up a slab plus a couple of crappie jigs, I'll usually let that first one take and just reel in slowly and steady, just to keep tension on the line, and that allows me to load up the rig. So I'll have one initially take, and then 2 more will follow behind it and pop away at the remaining lures. And that's how you get like doubles and triples, and so in other cases, if you put more than 3 on the rig, 4s and 5s in some cases. Let me go fix this. My Euro tackle jig or grub is slipping. Seems to be getting beat up, which is good. Beat up lures are good. Pretty lures that aren't beat up, well, what's that mean? When you didn't fish them, well, they don't catch fish. All right, I'm working my way back this way. I'm not doing a full look of the, or fish the full pond a second time, mainly because I am getting short on time, and I don't want to bore you guys with non-fishing fishing, where I think you prefer that I'm bringing in some fish versus just yakking away. So let's just kind of see what we can do here, and if the fish gods say it's time to call it quits, well, we'll call it quits. But for now, let's see if we can get one of these bluegill that have been lurking further out here to hit. Come on, come on. Let's see. Nope, not getting it. We'll bring this one in slow. See if he'll hit up close. I had two so far hit up close like that as I'm bringing it in. All right, let's go back this way. Okay. Let's make sure that thing's moving. All right, come on, come on. Oh, there's a tap. Ah, yeah. It's like he didn't really want it. He just kind of nipped at it and then went on. I think he's telling me something. Hey, look, there's a Senko here. Here. Right here, looks like some other people have the same idea. There's a Senko. Someone's been here. All right. Oh, there was a hit. Ah, you know, I wasn't paying attention. Ah, dang. Was not paying attention. Okay. Let's go, let's go. What do we got here? Fishy, 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 fishy. Come on, come on. Bring it in close. Maybe it'll hit. Nope, not that time. All right, let's go this way. Go further out. Let it sink. See if we'll get them to hit as it falls. Nope. Okay. Come on, come on. Nope. Oh, there he goes. He picked it up. Oh, he picked it up and he was coming in. I got a glimpse of him. Really close, really close. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, finish your cast, finish your cast. Be surprised what could be lurking by your feet. Yeah. Or you may be enticing them from deep and having them come in. But regardless, finish your cast. Sometimes they'll just finish it out when they think they're going to lose that meal. Let's go out that way. Okay. Continue working it. Oh, there's something moving out here to my right. Maybe a bass. The way it was acting, it looked like a bass swirling. Man, I thought I was going to lose that one. All right, let's get this one off here. All right, anyone have any questions? I've been monitoring here in case you guys have any questions. I definitely will call it out. This is a shared experience, I hope. You can see how yours truly fishes, and that's our motto of our channel, is learn to fish by our trials and errors, as we've made a bunch. All right, that one hit as it was slowly moving through the water. Not on the drop. I did feel the pickup versus a strike, and now I got to get them out of the junk. So yeah, little 6-pound test. Not a very big one, but I'm definitely on some junk. But I think I can coax him out of there. Okay. He's still on, but I got to get it under this one greenery thing. Oh, he's off. Oh, well. He's off. Anyhow, that one struck. as I was bringing it in, and it was more not on a drop but just a steady retreat back. Again, here's the lure I'm using. It's a DIY inline spinner that I made. The grub thing is that Euro tackle grub. Got these fins and whatnot, look really cool. Got a worm sinker here, a bead, and this Panther Martin style blade, and that is all I'm using. And what's cool is I made it. So hey, I'm using something that I crafted to catch fish, which is even cooler. Sort of like fly fishing when you tie your own flies as well. All right, maybe we might get another one to strike, and this time stay on and keep them out of the junk. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the cast, bring it all the way in. Got my polarized glasses so I can see anything coming up behind it. And it's just too nice a night to not go fishing. All right, bring it in. Oh, something just swirled over here to my left. Okay. And what I'm hoping is I was saying earlier how oftentimes, certain times of the day, schools of these bass in 3s or 4s start swimming the perimeter of the pond. And what I'm hoping is I catch a passing one going by. In fact, I'm seeing some movement further out here. Yeah. All right. Let's go cast out a little bit further and see. Okay. Bait caster, 1/16 ounce. No problem getting it out there. Gonna go and reel it in slow. There's the hit. I set the hook too quick. He tapped it several times, which kind of reminds me of a bluegill. So maybe it was a bluegill. Okay. Man, that's frustrating. It's frustrating. The tug is the drug. The tug is the drug. All kinds of fish sayings, you know. The tug is the drug. I have been doing these dad fishing jokes. If you guys have been watching the channel and whatnot. Today I posted one all about self-confidence and how you start your day. And in this case, the joke goes, I'll be standing outside. I'm outstanding. I thought that was funny. I think that's a funny one. You know, that's the thing about these dad jokes. They're corny, they're funny, and you gotta groan, but sometimes you just gotta laugh. All right. Oh, there's something moving. Got in some junk there. Overshot. Didn't know my strength. Didn't know my strength. Okay. So over here, I see some bubbling. And usually what that means is there's something down there. And I know in the past there have been some carp in here that have been caught. And maybe something's rooting down below. And one thing about carp, at least in some of the ponds I've seen, as well as at the tail race up in Denison Dam up the road from us, is you see carp, there's also bass sometimes tailing behind them or trailing behind them. So why don't we cast in that direction, and maybe there's something trailing behind it. Okay, let's see. Maybe come on. I see something moving to my right again, so there is more movement as the oh, there he goes. That was close. That was very close. Just over here, about just past my rod, and I'm just using a 4.5 foot rod, and something kind of tapped at it. Yeah, I think it was a bluegill, the way it was acting. But as you can see, I'm bringing the lure all the way in before I pick up and cast again. And I think earlier at the beginning of the live stream, I did capture one on video where he struck as the lure was just close to the end of my rod at the tail end of the retrieve. All right, let's see if that'll happen again here. Okay. Nope, not this time. All right, let's go up here, do a couple more casts, see if there's some more interest here. and then we may have to call it quits. Okay, so far cast. I'll let it sink. Let it sink. And now I'm going to bring it in slow. I'm reeling in fast enough just to make sure that the blade's turning. And I'm fairly confident that that lure is undulating or doing its thing as that blade moves. Okay, bring it over here in front of this culvert. I'm gonna let it sink just slowly in front of it. Watching the line, see if something picks up. Let's kind of bounce it a little bit and see. Just bounce it just a little bit. Nope. Okay. Tried. All right, let's go over here. Try out over here where I was suspecting some bluegill in the past that I've caught, and see if I can get one to hit out there. I think consistently year over year there's a colony or a group of them, school of them that like to nest in this section here. And really the only thing you need to know is, or need to figure out, is what they want to hit on that particular day. So I've come out here with different lures and whatnot, and then all of a sudden one out of the many I've tried tend to get more bites than the others. And in this case, I only brought 2 lures. That Z-Man Ned rig that I used yesterday, and today this DIY inline spinner. And I'm not using the Ned rig mainly because I know this pond has a very clobbered bottom. So it'd be very tough to work a Ned rig, if not a Senko, along the bottom and kind of bouncing it along, because you'll spend a lot of time clearing your rig of junk. Okay. Oh, caught me a piece of grass. Let's go knock that out. Okay. Clear that real quick. All right. Yeah, I hope you guys are picking up maybe a few things, lessons, maybe suggestions, tips, or maybe it's piquing your interest in picking up fishing in general, if not ultralight bait casting. It is pretty fun fishing these light ultralight lures, and don't be surprised if you get a nice sized bass every once in a while, because they do like these little lures too. Okay, I'm just going to work it back into this culvert area again. Feel for a hit. Okay, nope. Alright. Alright, I see a bunch of movement way out there. Let's move a little bit to the left here. And trying to get past all this shrubbery. Go to this one open area and get me a clear zone to cast, and we'll start seeing if anything's biting in this direction. Alright. Let it sink. Okay. Bring it in. Oh, something just swirled off to my left. So maybe the bass are starting to come into the shallow, chasing some bait fish. Okay. Alright, let's pick that one out. Okay. Let's move off to the left a little bit more. I'm going to cast to that one swirl that just swirled about. Yeah, they're feeding on the surface. I just saw 2. I think they're bluegill, and they are feeding on those little dragonfly looking things or damselfly looking things. So, oh yeah, if you brought your fly rod out here, I think you'd be killing them right now, because they are feeding. Okay, let's get that out of there. I'm pulling up as I get close to the weed line, just because I don't want to deal with undoing the junk on it. There's another one swirling. So yeah, as I watch a bug or whatnot come close to the surface, if not land, shortly after that I'm seeing a swirl where probably a bluegill is coming up and popping the bug. There's another swirl over there. Oh yeah. I have to come back. We're in the old fly rod. All right. Let's go this way. Oh man, I just spooked several. Again, I think they're bluegill, but I'm hoping that there may be a bass lurking in there. Ah, there's over here again. They are really feeding on dragonflies and damselflies, it looks like. But let's see if one's interested in inline spinner. Let's bring it in a little closer. Okay. Get back down here. Let's cast it out deeper. All right, I'm gonna let it sink. Let it sink. Hoping I might get one to come chase this thing as I bring it in. Slow retrieve. Oh, I think that was junk. But hey, had to set the hook just in case. Let it sink. Bring it in. Okay. Let's try it again. There's another one swirling. Yeah, they're bluegill. They're bluegill, and they are really messing with me right now. It's like they're taunting me, saying, "Hey, you brought the wrong gear, buddy." Let's reset this lure. I got it beat up pretty good. There we go. All right, let's go back here. Cast it, reel it in slowly. See if Mr. Bass wants to play. Nope. That felt like something, but it wasn't. I think it was some more of that greenery. Yeah, very frustrating. Yeah, there's a bunch over there to my left. A bunch of them swirling. You see them? Bunch swirling everywhere. Ah, right there in front of me. All right, come on. There's got to be a bass in the mix of all this. Let's see. Come on, come on. Yeah, there's something on the surface chasing something. Interesting. I wonder if they'll hit this one if I retrieve faster and keep it near the surface. Let's try that. Worth a try. Come on. Let's see what happens. Fast retrieve. I'm going to keep it just under the surface and see if I can get one to strike with this fast retrieve. Okay. This one has a slight V wake when I cast this way. So speed up the retrieve. Let's see. Come on, come on, right there. Come up behind it. Nope, not that time. Something bigger over here. Oh, he hit. That one hit as soon as it hit the water. Oh, man. I lost that one. That's probably one of the bigger ones here. Let's cast out again. He hit it as soon as it hit the water. It surprised me. I was not ready for that. So what does that mean? Let's just cast out there and see if another one will hit. He was on there briefly. It took me off guard big time. As soon as it hit the water, he hit it. So, wonder if we can get another one to do that. Let's try that again. Come on, come on. Yeah, he hit it as soon as it hit the water. All right, let's go back to the steady retrieve. Oh, all right. Let's go over here. There's a bunch of swirls in front of me. Let's cast over there. Yep, he hit it as soon as it hit the water. Shoot. It's 2 now. All right. Well, let's try 3. As soon as it hit the water, you hit it. Okay, there's another one splashing. All right, let's get it over there. Okay. It's like something's triggering them. As soon as it hits the water, they hit it. So I wonder if we can get another one to do it. Yep, there we go. Ah, whew. That's 3 now. So I'm feeling it take it. And I may be just setting the hook too soon, but hey, I'm in that mojo mode here where you feel it, set the hook and see what happens. So let's just cast it back out there again. Set it, let it sink, feel for a pickup. No, all right, let's just go reel it in again. All right, so I'm going back on the finish thy cast in this case because I'm specifically targeting whatever is striking as soon as it hits the surface. So I'm in a hurry and I want to just cast it back out so I can get another cast in if I don't get a strike on the initial landing. So let's try it again. Cast it out, hold on, see if it'll pick up. All right, nope. So let's bring it in. Getting a lot of movement again in front of me. A lot of swirls, and I don't think those are bluegill swirling. I think those are bass. There's something bigger moving. Okay, let's do it again. All right, let me see if I can get a better angle here. Let's get up here. All right, let's get it out there. Okay, letting it sink. Nope. All right. Let's see if we get another one. Let's do this. Hits the water. Feel for that strike. Nope. Okay. All right, let's go back out. All right, way out there. Come on, I'm watching the line. Watching the line. Let's do a stop and go. Stop and go. Watch for that line pick up. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go this way. Let it sink. Stop or reel. Let it sink. Reel. Watching that line. Okay, nope. Let's go back this way. Oh man, there's a lot of grass here. All right, let me get on the edge here. Oh, there's some more movement over here. Let's see what we got. Now, I got to clear this junk here. Looks like I got a hold of someone's line, it looks like. Yeah, there's some kind of something clobbered it. Okay, all right. So I'm seeing a lot of swirls. I think there's fish here. I've already had several where they take and I just can't set the hook in time, or they throw the hook on me. And I'm hoping I can fix that here shortly with one picking up. Okay, trying that stop and go retrieve. If that don't work, I'll go back to the steady retrieve. Wow. Oh, let's go over here. It's a bunch of grass over here, but I'm going to get closer to the bank and see if I can cast to this section here. Here, let me adjust the camera. Get a better view. Oh yeah, look at that. So yeah, this is definite fly rod time. Fishing flies, woolly bugger, near deer, something on the surface, some poppers, bone grasshoppers. I'm sure you'll be tearing them up with that. Oh yeah, very promising. Good to know. And I suspect they'll be here again tomorrow, doing the same thing. What time is it right now? Oh wow, oh shoot, 8 o'clock. Oh wow, that one hit as I was checking my watch. All right, well that one hit on the drop. Nice. All right, got one. All right, that one hit on the drop as I was watching or checking my watch, see what time it was. Okay, let's just get him off. They're a little guy. Get him back out. All right. All right, let's try this again. You know, that one hit as I was not paying attention, so I'm gonna let it sink. Let it sink. Oh, right there. That one. That one hit it as it sank. Shoot. Let's go back out here. Let it sink. Oh, there he's picking it up. Oh, he tapped it. Oh, he tapped it. Okay. So sink it. Let's try sinking it. Just going to let it sink. Keep the line tension so I can at least feel, be ready for a strike. And they appear to be hitting it as it drops. Okay. So let's try that again off to my right. Okay, I'm gonna let it sink, watching the line. There's a lot of fish here. Yeah, a lot of fishies. There he goes. Frustrating. Okay, see if he'll hit on the drop. Okay, just keeping the line tight so I can feel the pickup. Nope, nothing yet. All right, and then we got a bunch of guys over there that are trying to sound cool, but they don't. All right. Okay. All right, let's see if something will hit here. Slow retrieve, slow retrieve. Nope. Okay. All right, here we go. See if he'll hit it on the drop. There he goes. Oh, God. So it's falling, and I can feel him tap at it. And I've caught several that way. I've lost several that way. So I got to call it quits soon. But man, how do you call it quits when they're here? You know? It's a dilemma. Maybe, well, let's not talk about stopping yet. Yet. All right. Okay. Oh, man, I just caught a bag. Oh, that don't count. Let's get that off. Okay. All right, all right. I'm going to do the same thing that worked earlier, where I just cast it out, and I let it sink. So I'm going to let it sink. Feel the tap, feel the pickup. Come on, come on. All right. Oh, there we go. No. That was junk. Junk in the trunk. Some of the line, it looks like. Or some of that greenery. All right, let's go back this way. Let it sink. Feeling for the strike, pick up, whatever. Come on. Okay. That was not a take. All right. Let's go this way. Letting it sink. Come on. Let's feel the drop, or feel it on the drop. Nope. All right, so let's try it again. Okay, I'm letting it sink. There it goes. Ah! That one tapped it a couple of times, but I'm just setting it too soon. I need to do my part and have some patience, but man, I want to rip thy lips here. I want to rip thy lips. When he hits it, I want to hit him back. All right, let's see. Let's try it again. Just moving off a little bit to my right. Cast it, let it sink. Feeling for the hit as it drops. Keeping the line, tension on the line, so it's not loose, but still maintaining a feel for it. Nope, and that's on bottom. All right. So let's try it again. All right. Let's try it again. Let it sink. Feel for a hit. See if it will hit on the drop. Come on, come on. Nope. All right. All right. Okay. Let's give it another cast here and see if I can get this guy to strike. Oh man, I got some ants on my feet. Bummer. Okay, got them all. All right. Out there is a bunch of stuff popping on the surface. Over here, I'm suspecting bluegill bass feeding on bugs, and I don't have a bug. I got this grub. So we're going to cast it out, and what seems to be working is to just let it sink and let them hit it on the drop. And the last few hits I've gotten was using that technique. Earlier I was using this slow retrieve like so, and that was working. Fast retrieve was not working, and bringing it all the way in, I was getting some pretty decent strikes up close. But right now, they're deeper, it looks like, feeding on something out there. And I'm hoping I can get another one to hit on the drop. Okay, so it's dropping. Not feeling it, not feeling it. All right, let's recast. So a single worm would be perfect right now too if they're hitting on the drop, where you cast it and just kind of let it sink, and you actually see the line pick up and everything as they grab it. There's the hit. Oh man. Oh man, close your eyes. I missed that one. I missed that one big time. And oh man, look at that. He bit me off. Wow. Well, something hit it. Let's take that off. And let's grab another one of these lures. Euro tackle lure right here. And let's see how that does. Actually, wait a minute. Let's grab that Ned rig, but instead of using the full Ned rig, let's just use a little pumpkin worm piece instead of the jig head itself and just attach it to this thing. I wonder if they like that. Let's try it. All right, we got time. You know, learn by our trials and errors here. So here's a trial right there. So here is the DIY inline spinner. I set it with just a number 6 bait holder hook. Oh, there's a hit over there. And I was using that Euro tackle grub, white grub, and now I'm going to put on a Ned rig pumpkin. TRD is what it's called. And I'm going to fish it basically as an inline spinner, but I'm going to do the same thing I was doing earlier, which is I'm going to let it drop and see if they'll hit it on the drop. So maybe this pumpkin color is more enticing to them. So let's see what happens. Sinking. Right. Come on, come on. Let's see if we get something to hit there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it in. Reel it in slowly too. Just kind of mixing it up here, you know. It's a fun thing about fishing is you don't have to go with what comes out of the store. You can mix it up. So here I'm mixing it up. I swapped out that Euro tackle grub with a Z-Man TRD pumpkin. And earlier they were hitting on the drop as the inline spinner was dropping, and so I'm hoping I might be able to get them to do that with this thing. So it's dropping. I'm watching the line. No pickup yet. Come on, come on. Let's see if he's going to pick it up. Nope. All right, let's cast it back out again. I'm going to take my polarized glasses off. It's starting to get darker, and a little bit easier for me to fish without the glasses on. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this out again. Okay, so DIY inline spinner replaced the Euro tackle grub with a TRD, Z-Man TRD worm. Yeah. Okay, we'll let it sink. Let it sink. There's some movement here. Wonder if they want movement again. All right, come on, come on, come on. All right, let's go over here. Maybe I just kept fishing that spot too much and I need to get out this way. It's dropping, it's dropping. Okay, I'm going to bring it in on a steady retrieve now. Might as well fish the whole retrieve because it may be slowing down on us. All right. Let's get back up here. Someone asked if I caught a fish, and I think I answered him, but I don't see where he was. Okay. Yank it and crank it. Let's go throw it out there. Okay. Nothing yet. Come on, come on. Let's see if we can get one to strike here. Come on, come on. This thing is so fishy, it's not even funny, you know? It's saying, hit me. Hit me, hit me. All right, I'm gonna go off to my right real quick. And I'm gonna fish this spot. Let that spot rest a little. Letting it sink. Okay, I'm gonna bring it in on a steady retrieve. Let's see. Oh, there he goes. Killing me, Smalls. Killing me big time. Let's go back out. Okay, there's the hit. Whoa. Do it again. All right. Let it sink. That was 1 or 2 in a row that I missed. All right, I'll bring it in slow. Just enough to get that blade turning. See if I get one to chase it as it comes into the shallow. There we go. No, that was junk. That was junk in the trunk. Okay. Let's go this way. All right, sinking. It's sinking. It's moving. No takers on that. All right, I'm gonna bring it into shallow. See if it'll hit up there. Okay. Oh, big splashes over here. Let's cast in front of it. They're definitely feeding on those bugs. Can y'all see it? They are feeding on Bug City. And fly rod would be pretty good right now. Let's go way out there. Let it drop. Let it drop. Okay. All right, all right. I got a feeling something big's going to hit here sooner than later. Of course, well, that's kind of how you got to fish it. Let's try it again. Let it sink. Let it sink. Nope. All right, all right, all right. All right, that was the TRD. Let's go back to the grub now. Okay. And maybe it's the color. They want that white color instead of the pumpkin. And yeah, I should be calling it quits here soon, but I can't leave them as they're still hitting the surface. Come on. There are other things, other times you leave, but right now I don't think we should leave yet. Why? Because I just want to catch one more, maybe? We'll see. All right, I hope you guys are at least bearing with me, hoping that I can get something to strike. I was getting some good hits off the Euro tackle right here. Grub. Fat Assassin 2-inch. And that last one cut my lure on the drop. So I'm hoping that this one will catch another one. I did switch to that pumpkin, TRD pumpkin Ned rig grub, and didn't get any hits there. Well, I felt some hits, but I didn't get any landed. So I'm hoping that maybe it's the color. They want a white color instead of a pumpkin. So let's see what happens. See if that makes a difference. Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring it in. And see a bunch of movement again. Okay, all over the place. Let's go out that way. Okay, watching the line. There he goes. Oh man, I saw the line pick up. All right. All right. Yeah, maybe it is the color. That grub look. Watching the line. Feeling for a pickup. Well, there's one jumping. Dang it. Jump over here. Jump on my lure. Okay. Let's bring this guy in real quick. All right. Let's cut off to this side real quick. All right. Let it sink. Hoping he'll hit it on the drop again. Nope. All right. Let's try over here again. Let it sink. Watch for the pickup. Nope. Let's try it again. Oh, looks like someone brought a fly rod. All right. We should see some action here. We'll see here in a moment. Because it's definitely Fly Rod City. Maybe get a good idea of what's actually here lurking. Oh, there's a pickup. Got him. All right. He picked it up. There we go. Basilito. Oh, and he's gonna flop away. All right, long range release, long range release. Okay, that one actually hit it on the move. So I'm gonna still there. Oh, that one hit it on the drop. I need to tighten Yeah, that one hit it on the drop. All right. So it's a little bit past 8:30 or 8. Yeah, almost 8:30. So looks like we got some bass that want to play tonight. Ultralight Baitcasting. And I tried that pumpkin color and got a few hits, but it seems to be this white Eurotackle grub. Fat Assassin 2-inch is the mojo one to try. And then of course, if you've got a fly rod, I think you do well catching a fish or two. Oh, I just lost my lure. Bummer. Oh well. I guess we're going to call it quits. Of course, let's go over here and see if this guy's going to catch something. Oh man, well that was fun, other than I just got a big backlash and lost my lure. Bummer City. Let's see if he gets a hit. Oh yeah, he's in the money zone. Ooh. What are you using?
The fly line.
No, what fly?
I actually don't know. I think I've got a woolly booger at the end with a
Okay.
something on top.
You got any dry flies?
I do have a few.
Cause they're
about to switch to.
yeah, cause it's bluegill and bass are hitting. I'm live on YouTube right now. Yeah, they were hitting on the drop with the this rig I was using.
Yeah.
But right now, if you can, let me see what you have.
I didn't bring very many.
Oh no, that's fine. This would be a good one.
Yeah.
Mudler minnow, and then what is this? This little, I think it's called the Ghost. The woolly bugger's good, but it's for bigger, the bigger stuff. Right now, you got some nice bluegill in the water. There's some bass in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
What's your setup? Oh, you're doing a dropper?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of too big for here.
Right.
You go with the Mudler minnow. You might get some bass on it. You'll probably get some hits on the bluegill also.
Okay.
The bass are in the mix of all this, but you can see they're everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I'm super excited to pull up. I saw you over there.
Oh yeah, I've got some big ones before here. Foam grasshopper. You do any fly tying?
No, I don't.
No?
I don't.
So here's a simple one that you can try that doesn't take much. All right, you just take a hook, some closed cell foam, 2 millimeter thick. Make a triangle. Just cut a simple triangle shape.
Okay.
And then tie. You have your hook here. You'll tie a segment in the middle of it, and then underneath you'll tie another segment to make two sections. So you'll have a grasshopper pattern with a deal of thread here and a deal of thread here holding, and then you'll put in some rubber legs.
Okay.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a size 10, size 10 is probably good for pretty much anything. Just don't even got to worry about with a size 10 is if it's a big bass and he swallows it, you got to bring him in quick because your line's going to get abraded by his teeth.
Right.
But yeah, give that one a try.
Okay. Actually, we're kind of warming up. I head out to Colorado for a week.
Oh, nice. Nice.
About 2 weeks.
Yeah. Have you fly fished before?
It's been a long time.
Okay. Yeah.
So my technique is way off.
All right, that's fine. You don't need much to catch. I've gone out here with just 30 foot of line, where I took the fly rod and I locked it in place, and just fished with it with that.
Yeah.
And I caught 20, 30 fish, no problem, all close to shore right now. But yeah, give that one a try. You'll probably get something. I normally keep a fly rod in the pickup truck, but I swapped it out with a center pin reel.
Okay.
Because I wanted to do some dough bait fishing for some catfish. So, well, yeah, I should have left the fly rod in there. Good. All right, well, good luck.
Appreciate it.
All right, take care. All right, we're gonna have to call it quits. Well, this baby broke off with that last cast, but it is fly rod time. You can see that the bugs are everywhere, and the fish are following in kind. So I hope you guys had a good time. Again, this is the setup I use, Shimano Ultralight Baitcasting. All right, Scorpion BFS XG, fishing the pond behind In and Out Burger. You can also call it the pond behind Raising Cane's, or even you can call it the pond behind Cheddar's. Anyways, glad you guys joined. Do stay tuned. I'll get more of these live streams out. And unfortunately, sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. And other times, well, it's just good to get out here. All right, next time we'll catch y'all later. Good luck and good fishing.